Say, inshallah. Yes, what are you saying, Tahir? Every time that you are understanding that this is coming from your ego and from your shaitan, that is a veil. If your understanding is coming from your ego, from shaitan, that this is coming from your laziness, from your envy, this is coming from your arrogance. Every time you understand that that is a veil and you fight against it, you don't give in, you go against it, you're removing one veil. Understand? Once you start serving, because understanding all these things is not just sitting down quietly and trying to understand and do it, because nobody ever does anything wrong just sitting quietly. Do you? Nobody lies, nobody cheats, nobody becomes lazy or in ghafla just sitting quietly. They're active, they do it. No one is going to get rid of those wrong actions just by sitting quietly. Sitting quietly, you're just turning on the engine. You're putting the gasoline. Now you must get up and you must go. When you get up and go, make sure you go forward, don't go backward. We are sitting here quietly. We are understanding everything nicely. But if you're not using the sohbat now, 5 minutes later, somebody is going to be arrogant, somebody is going to be stubborn, somebody is going to be idiot. Then all that gas, all that turning on the engine, all that cleaning your transmission and everything is going to be nothing. Because you still fall to the same mistakes. What do you want to get rid of? Are we understanding what we want to get rid of? Do you understand who you are? Do you understand what are the things you have to improve? If you are understanding, you're going to work. You are going to get up, you're going to strive for it, you're going to work. And you're going to say, I'm trying, I'm still falling, I'm getting washed up. There is a big mercy. If you don't get washed up, you will not know. I'm getting washed up and I'm doing this. I'm trying very hard to do it. Let me run now to try to do something else. This way, it is the way of service, because every Sahabi, they did that. They don't just sit and try to improve themselves. They try to improve the condition of the Ummah. Correct? Have you ever heard any Sahabi who say, I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to step back? Those ones who step back don't think they didn't do anything too. Those Ahli Sufa don't think they don't do anything too. Hazrati Abu Zar don't think he just did nothing. He was the one who was the most vocal, maybe, warning those ones who are not following strictly the way of the Prophet ﷺ, even if they are high-level Sahabis, because they belong to that level. They can give advice to each other. You cannot give advice to them. So you're doing something now for the community. It's good. Because so many times it's not just sitting and thinking that is going to change you. It is doing something. So many times you cannot do it by yourself. Something has to be done by you for someone else, for that sickness to be taken away, for that understanding what that veil is. But you must understand what that veil is. You must spend time here. You must listen carefully. Whether at the sofra when we're eating, or whether we're working together, you must listen. We try to spend with Shaykh Effendi as much as possible. Why is it so important now to travel with him? Because now when you're traveling, you're actually traveling, now you're making a hijrah. You're making a travel for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So many things start bubbling up now. So many times that we travel with him, he's going to wash us up non-stop. And that's when he's going to show, this is a veil. It's in front of you. Learn how to get rid of it. This is another veil if you don't know. This is another veil if you don't know. This is another veil if you don't know. Now we know we are responsible. Those who know, they are responsible. But you must know. I don't see too many people being busy with that. What are the things specifically that you are learning how to get rid of? Some people, they're very good, they're serving, but they are, say, very lazy with, say, ibadat. You by yourself, you must know, I'm very lazy, so try to do something. Some, they're very hard working with the ibadat. They're worshipping so much, but they're very lazy helping other people. They see dishes there, they just walk away. I understand that that is a veil. Do you understand? Do you want to get rid of it? So in reality, you don't need someone to tell you what your veils are. You know. Yes, we have to start from here. Later, you're going to understand what are the other veils that you are looking at. Later, you're going to understand what are the other ilahs that you are actually worshipping, not just the veils that is stopping you. What are the idols that you have put in front of you? Not just veils, idols. With so much work going on, we marvel at those who are so happy. We are happy with our Lord, of course. But we are not happy with what we are doing, or this nation is doing, or how this world's direction is going, how this ummah is. Our happiness must be tied to the condition of the ummah. If our happiness is just tied to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're the most selfish ones. You're not following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ that way. Prophet ﷺ, of course, he's happy with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the most happy, but he is the most sad looking at his ummah. He is the most sad that he says, if you know what I know, you're going to laugh little and you're going to cry a lot. In fact, Hadith Sharif is saying, forbidding people from laughing too much because it hardens the heart. The heart becomes hard because you find everything funny. You don't feel anymore because the only feeling you have is it's funny. People fall, it's funny. People, their heads are going to be chopped off, it's funny. Everything is funny. Ha 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 ha. Because your heart has become hard. Those who are crying a lot, and I don't mean crying in front of others too. You don't need to cry in front of the world. You don't need to laugh in front of the world. That is all for show. And those ones who are crying and they are understanding, their hearts are very soft. And they are the ones, when you look at their faces, you feel very warm and very attracted to them because they understand you. They don't feel that they're exclusive. We are special people. We're only with our exclusive people. They are the true inheritors of the Prophet ﷺ. His worry over his ummah is more than the worry of a mother over her newborn child. Of course it has to be. His first words, La ilaha illallah, inni Rasulullah, ummati, ummati. His last words, ummati, ummati. His words when he's going to be raised up, O my ummat, O my community, O my nation, ummati, ummati. He is worrying. Yes, the inheritors of the prophets, they are going to worry about their nation. So we are holding on to our share, inshallah. We have to know what are the veils that is in front of us. Sit down and think and observe. Don't just sit down and think. Walk and think. Do and think. Eat and think. Do everything and think. And observe. And when you have a chance to be next to a sheikh, be extra careful what you say, what you hear. Look and understand. Don't go with your ego. Don't go with rushing. They are saying in front of the ashkiya, watch what comes from your tongue. Ashkiya, they are bandits. They are robbers, highwaymen, murderers, criminals that roaming around. If they catch you, you have to be very careful what you say. They don't like what you say, they will cut your neck off. And the saying goes, in the presence of the awliya, watch your heart. How many of us are being careful? Are we taking everything? They're making things easy. They're making, maybe some of them, they're even making you to feel that they are nothing. But once you let that down and you treat them that way, you're going to lose. Inshallah, we will not be the losers. This much is enough. So